Hi, my name is David, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to personalize a felt briefcase with a golden design using Ghost White toner and the Laser Dark Flex Soft. You already know Laser Dark A-foil from our other videos on white toner printing, toner transfer and personalization, which is used for multicolor designs or single color designs using the Ghost White toner in an HP laser jet. This foil is not only available as a transparent media like this here, but also as a coated media with different color coatings from copper, different metallic colors, some neon colors, as well as regular RAL colors and black and white. This is a very versatile alternative to traditional vinyl cut foils. In comparison to vinyl cut, where you will cut your design using a vinyl cutter or a plotter and transfer your design and weeding the design in the end, this media is a no-weed system, as the Laser Dark A-foil is as well. And very cool to also use colors that can't be printed in print, like gold. So today we're going to use a gold-coated foil for printing our business logo onto this briefcase. So as a first step, I make sure that my Ghost White toner cartridge is inside a printer. I open the printer, I roll out the paper tray, take a look, the Ghost White toner is in the printer in the spot where the black toner usually would be. This media can also be used with black toner or with other color toners, but for gold, a white background makes the final product look really crisp and sharp, so we suggest to use the white toner for printing your designs on gold. If you would be doing the same, using for example the dark blue Flex Soft A-foil, it is no problem to also use maybe the cyan toner or the black toner. But in our case, we're using the white toner. So I'm going to insert the Flex Soft A-foil. The Flex Soft A-foil has one coated side and one matte side. The matte side is the side which I want to be facing up when I insert it into the paper tray. I make sure that it aligns really well and close the paper tray. I've got my design on the screen, which is a business logo, and I'm going to print it. As usual, I'm going to set the printer to mirror image mode so that my image is flipped horizontally, as I will be doing a two-step transfer process. As I only want to use the white toner in this case, I also set the printer to grayscale printing, and I choose opaque film as media type in the printer driver to make sure that the sensitive coating of the foil is not scratched. I hit the print button. So, while the printer prints my image, I'm going to set the temperature of my heat press to 140 degrees. Especially for the gold, silver and metallic coated foils, the A and B process works best on a lower temperature. I'm going to preheat the lower plate of my press anyways, while the press cools down. This time we can't really compare screen and print, as the golden coating sits on top of the print. But if I turn it around, I can see my print in mirror image mode, and I can see that it came out quite nicely. As usually, as I would be using the B paper when I use Laser Dark A-foil in a transparent version, it's the same process when using the coated version. So the B paper can be easily identified by the yellow lines on the back side and the plain white coated side. This side contains an adhesive which will stick to the toner and help us transfer the print to the final product. I'm going to marry these two papers. Fold the edge of the B paper to easier peel it. Open my heat press. I put down the Laser Dark A-foil gold on the lower plate of my heat press, and I cover it with the B paper. At this time, I make sure, as usual, that the print is facing up and that the coated side of the B paper is facing down, meaning the yellow lines showing up. I cover it with a few sheets of A3 copy paper. Here's another cool hack for you guys. If you don't want these copy paper sheets flying around, just tack them together with some heat-resistant tape and you'll be fine using these multiple times. I cover this and I press it. As usually, we're heat pressing for 2 minutes, this time using a temperature between 140 and 150 degrees Celsius, a little lower than when using the regular A-foil. What happens is that the glue from the B paper attaches to the print on the golden coated A-foil, and then we can transfer the design to multiple surfaces. In our case, we're using this felt briefcase, but of course, when it comes to felt, there are multiple options. For example, like felt placemats, like this one, or of course, felt phone cases, felt iPad cases, all this kind of stuff that we really like to use every day. But felt is not the only option. This media can of course be applied to any kind of cotton or polyester garment, like on this napkin. As you can see, these items have been printed straight with white toner, and the briefcase we have here will be printed with white toner and with the golden foil. Once the time is up on the heat press, I'm going to separate the two papers by smoothly and constantly peeling them while still on the hot plate of the surface. It's really important to have a low temperature difference between pressing and peeling to make sure that you get a nice and evenly peeled result, because only this result will then seamlessly transfer to your final product. If you want to learn more about how to transfer onto cotton t-shirts, onto polyester aprons, or onto snapback caps, please check out our YouTube channel for tutorials on these videos. If you have any ideas for other things that we could be doing here in the future, leave your comments below. We would love to follow that up. So time's almost up now. I'm going to focus here. Open my heat press. Take away the regular copy paper and give it a quick wipe with a cloth to make sure that the heat comes off evenly. Now we have a temperature difference. I'm going to put my thumb down here and then smooth and constantly peeling the B foil from the A paper. Right, okay. As you can see, the adhesive from the B paper has been perfectly taken onto the coating of the A-foil. You still can't really see it, but to make sure that it happened, you can feel it. It has a slight sticky feel, so don't worry, you can. Once you have transferred A and B, or married A and B together and separated them, you can store the A-foil for future applications. So if you have recurring designs for your customers, you can prepare them in advance and put them onto the final products whenever the customer likes to. The B paper can only be used one time, so besides doing tutorials, I'm wasting a lot of space here. I would suggest to always make sure that you fill the whole foil with designs that you later transfer. I'm going to slightly cut around the edge of my design just to make sure that there is no excess glue on the edges of the foil. All right. I want to place the design somewhere up here. To make it easier to figure out how to align the design, I have pre-printed one on the regular A-foil, which is transparent, so that I can now guesswork a little where I want to put it. So I make sure that I cut the A-foil the same way I just cutted the golden one. All right. I open up the briefcase, place it on the heat press. I take the transparent one, put it down, and align it the way I want it to, be. Cool. Once I'm happy, I cover it with the golden one, slowly removing the white one below. This makes sure that this should be pretty much in the same place as the white one, which was just for testing purposes. Now I'm using a silicone paper to cover this for protection of the golden surface, of the rest of the briefcase, and of course my heat press. I'm going to close the heat press now, using the same temperature, 140 degrees. As this is a little thicker felt bag, felt briefcase, we will be pressing for 30 seconds now. Usually we would be okay with probably 25, so this is a little experimental. The media itself is really tolerant onto temperatures and time differences. Once you've found your process for the types of media you're producing regularly, you will have a constant process. Everything done with laser dark can be washed after a finished pressing. So this was a 30-second press. I'm going to remove the silicone paper, and I'm going to take away the briefcase. This briefcase now has to completely cool down before I will be able to remove the golden foil. And hopefully the golden print will stay on the briefcase. I'm going to leave this to rest for cooling. Every design printed with a ghost white toner and the laser dark media, whether it is the colored flex soft foils or the transparent laser dark A foil, can be washed multiple times. After a finished pressing of 30 seconds with silicone paper, all prints are washable and very durable. For a cotton t-shirt or a cotton bag or anything like that, this means you can wash it between 35 and 45 times if you wash it inside out on a cold wash and hang it to dry. Let's check if the briefcase is already cold enough. I'll give it a few more seconds to rest, just to make sure that it is really cold. Whenever you peel an A foil, whether it is a colored one or a transparent one, from a design, please make sure that it's really cold. Otherwise, you'll be likely to destroy your design. There are ways to repair a design that has not been perfectly transferred. For example, you can print the same design again, do the A and B transfer again, and just press the parts that are missing or that are broken onto the product. So it doesn't mean once you maybe peeled too early or something went wrong in transfer that your whole product is destroyed. There are always options to repair it by either printing on the same design again or by just replacing little parts of the design. The briefcase should be fine now. This feels really good. Okay. For the peeling, as usually, I'm using a flat and evened workspace. I start to peel at the longest side of the design, and I'm constantly and smoothly rolling over. As you can see here, we have some excess on the lines, but this is not finished yet, so this can be removed. I'm taking a cotton cloth and I'm carefully wiping over those loose parts from the design, and as you can see, these come up really easily. I hold it to the camera for you guys. You can see this here. If I wipe this with some cotton, as you can see, it comes off also in the edge up here. This comes off, but the design stays on. Once I'm finished with cleaning up my design, when you clean up your design, especially with the gold and silver and metallic foils, Be careful, be constant, don't apply too much pressure. This just happens because on the foil itself there is a golden coating, and this golden coating tends to come off, but as where there is no print, there is no glue from the bead paper, it won't durably stay on the garment. And as you can see, this is not a weeding process, it's just a little wiping, and now we have a really clean and nice design. You can see we have a shiny finish, and as this is a metallic foil, the shiny finish will stay even after a repress. But to make sure that we will have a durable result here, I'm going to repress this as well. So again, I'm going to my heat press, placing the felt bag on the heat press one more time, covering it with silicone paper. It's no matter if you use a regular or a shiny coated silicone paper, the Flex Soft metallic foils like the gold, silver, blue metallic, copper metallic and lila metallic, they will stay shiny anyways. The repressing should be a quick one using the same temperature that we have been using for the transfer, which was 140 degrees. We're just doing 10 seconds here just to make sure the design melts a little better into the bag. Once this is done, we can open the heat press and remove the silicone paper, and as a result we got a really cool and nice bag. These kinds of applications can be used broadly for all kinds of merchandise, for companies, for personalized gifts for valuable customers, or of course for all kinds of gifts on occasions like birthdays, anniversaries, congratulations, weddings, especially the gold foil a lot of customers use on wedding designs, as this media can be applied to multiple surfaces from all kinds of garment, felt, soft surfaces, and of course to all kinds of cotton surfaces. You can do a whole stationary design for a wedding using the gold and silver foils. I like it. I'm going to put my MacBook in there. I'm finished for today. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, make sure that you leave us a thumbs up below. Please also take a look into the description, because we've put down a list of all the steps that I have been doing and the materials that I have been using for you to follow along. If you want to watch future videos of Ghost White Tone, make sure that you follow our channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time.